Hey everybody, welcome to the Lesser Saints of Discord. I am Sirs Watching. Joining me as always, running the show, is Rimshee. And audience, on this day I have some tragic news to share with you. Our dear friend and co-host, Jables, has died. He was eaten by a bear while going to visit one of his friends after moving back to Spokane.
You did find someone else, though.
On very short notice, but yes, we do have a replacement.
Welcome.
Can't get rid of me that easy, you bitches.
Hi, it's Jables.
Completely ridiculous. Yeah. I am so that was so dumb, and I'm so happy we did it.
I like that I got to use the story Jables told me about him going to visit a friend and just seeing a bear on his porch and just driving away.
Yeah. Rimshee, could you turn on your camera so I can see what's on the screen in real time?
Is mine not on?
Nope.
That's weird.
Well, you changed channels.
Oh, that's right. That's what happened.
Yep. Cool. Anywho. Yeah, so I'm in my parents' garage right now. Don't have my full setup yet, but I will work on rearranging stuff so I can have my full setup probably by next week. So.
All work in progress right now, folks.
Yeah.
Everything is always a work in progress with Jables. Especially his hair.
Yeah. Hey, my hair's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's still a work in progress. Yeah, compare that to mine. Jesus Christ.
The thing is, like, I think at this point my hair is actually longer than Jables.
Maybe. Mine's freshly washed, so it's like super curly.
Yeah, I need to get a fucking haircut.
Maybe.
Yeah, like mine does like the opposite thing, I'm told. It's like
I might get one.
It's like oh, the longer you grow your hair out, the less curly it tends to be because of the weight. And it's like my shit doesn't even start to curl until it reaches a certain length.
Yeah. Y2K, I did get eaten by a bear, but I grew up around here. I know how to cut myself out of the stomach of a bear, okay?
Yeah, it's not his first time.
Yeah. It's something we used to do just for fun as kids. There are some plus sides to living with my parents. I got this crazy arsenal, like I'm getting back into bow hunting.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, check it out.
That
Sweet ass bow.
I saw. That looks like a Fisher Price bow.
It's a Nerf bow. Thank you very much. I also got some pretty sick shit right here too. You know, don't come pulling up on this property. You know what I'm saying? I got another one of these bad boys. This motherfucker.
Oh, that is a Nerf Mega. Them are the big boys.
I think he's due for a change, by the way.
Yeah, that Nerf Mega.
I used to have Nerf guns.
Yeah, my parents have a shit ton of them. Like this guy right here.
Not familiar with that bow design, though.
I forgot to take off the fucking filter.
Oh yeah? That's all good.
That's funny.
I'll stay strapped with my.
Hi, dog. What are you staring at me for?
Yep. Anyways, there's all sorts of stuff. So yeah, show up.
That tends to be the case with garages. Garages just seem to be the collectors of stuff.
Hey, I don't have a garage. I have a basement, so it does the same thing.
I
have a room that used to be a garage, that turned into a family room, that then turned into a music studio, and is now a storage room.
Y2K, I live in Washington. The state allows a lot more than this.
Yeah.
I'm not Californian.
Hell, even California allows more than that. Mostly because they've lost those cases, but...
yeah. I should recreate Moist Critical's This Is a Mag thing with Nerf guns. This is a mag. This is also a mag.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's kind of irrational, but I get really annoyed when people call magazines clips. Like, I had someone tell me, it's colloquialism.
No, Rimshee.
It's the standard nomenclature these days. It's incorrect is what it is.
No, Rimshee. Do you know what the, nomenclature in, Nerf communities is? It's even more infuriating.
What do they call that shit?
They call them clipazines.
Clipazine?
Okay, so to be fair on that, clipazine was a meme, and I guess it just got taken too far in the Nerf community.
Yeah, I used to watch a Nerf channel all the time, and he always referred to Nerf gun compatible magazines as clipazines, and I'm like, I like your channel, but I fucking hate you.
Yeah, clipazine is... I actually have less of an issue with clipazine purely because it started out purely as a meme. I guess some people still call it... Jesus Christ. I move away, and my fucking green screen does stupid shit. And that doesn't help. Bring my head over here, and suddenly it corrects. What the fuck? Well, Jables moved back home. I lost my car.
I went to a birthday party yesterday.
Yeah. Where'd you lose it?
What do you mean, where'd I lose it?
Yeah,
I was driving to work and the transmission died. 4K to fix it. And that's just for the transmission. That doesn't include the other stuff that caused the transmission to go bad.
That doesn't include other parts or labor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the rebuild for the transmission. I've got oil leaks in the engine. I need to replace the well, I guess I don't have to anymore, but I would need to replace the oh fuck, what's it called? The knock sensor, the fuel evap solenoids, multiple leaks, the shocks need to get replaced. Bunch of stuff has to get fixed. I think all in all, as the vehicle stands right now, it would take about $8,000 to $10,000 to get it back up and running. And for that cost, I could put a down payment on the car that I'm getting and pay for almost half of it right up front.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a better option for sure.
Yeah. So that's kind of the option we're going with.
So I'm working on my resume right now. Wait, what were you gonna say, Rimshee?
I was gonna say, only thing I'm upset about this is I just paid for new tires 1 week prior to the thing going out, and new front brakes. Luckily, my mom needs new tires. Luckily, my mom needs new tires, and she has the exact same car, just 2 model years newer.
Well, that's good. It reminds me of what happened with me. I got really lucky.
Won't go to waste.
I had put new tires on the Mazda Millennia that my sister left for me. God, that car was a piece of shit. And it completely gave up and died on me, pretty much. Almost got me killed, honestly. But fortunately, my Focus, which I got immediately after it, used the exact same size tires. So I just took the tires off the Millennia and put them on the Focus. It's like, woohoo! Had to replace those not too long ago. Damn potholes.
You were saying about your resume.
Yeah, I'm gonna be applying at Spokane Comedy Club because they're hiring right now, and that'd be a dope job for me.
That would be.
They're hiring for security, so it's literally just slapping around hecklers and enjoying the show.
Waving around that big dick you bought at Spencer's.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't really have an application, so you just have to send in your resume. I'm trying to write my resume for it, and I'm thinking about when it comes to like my achievements and stuff, putting up that I won 3rd place in a rain gutter regatta.
A rain gutter regatta?
Yeah, I'm looking at the trophy right now.
What the fuck is a rain gutter regatta?
You build a little boat and you race it down like a little rain gutter type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's less weird than I was expecting from you.
Yeah. Wait, what? Falling asleep on heroin in a rain gutter? Is that what you thought it was?
No. You if you want a trophy, it's not going to be anything illegal. I was thinking it was gonna be something like, oh, you had to build a boat out of rain gutters.
To the contrary, my dude.
And I was thinking it was gonna be something absolutely ridiculous like that, or it's just what they call it, and it's something absolutely ridiculous. Completely unrelated to rain gutters.
Yeah, check it out. My trophy.
It's blurred out for her pleasure.
There we go. I got that when I was 8 years old.
That was a while ago.
Y2K can't ridicule the hecklers because that would make me a heckler, interrupting the show even more.
Yeah, that's the comedian's job if he so chooses. Or she. Or they. Or it. I don't give a fuck.
My job.
But if you want to go with
My
funny,
job would be more like it's usually white women that are the problem. Drunk white women.
yeah, ain't that the truth?
And when they get kicked out of shows, they're always like, "They kicked us out for laughing." I don't understand what's going on. It's like, no, you weren't just laughing. You're a dumb bitch. But I already have skills in de-escalation. And the trick to them is you just walk up and like, I know this can rate, right? You're just laughing. Here, we'll go work this out outside. Like, come on. Like, we'll see what we can do for you. This guy's a real asshole. Just, yeah, follow me. We're just gonna go. Tell me all about it.
And you just get them out of there.
Such a dick. You're just laughing. Yeah. Here, just pay your tab real quick, and then yeah, we'll figure out what the club can do.
Now that you're outside, get the fuck out.
What?
And then
Oh, he
shoo
froze
him out the
because his
door.
parents' internet.
Yeah. I'm not frozen.
You were.
Oh, okay, whatever. It's only temporary.
Yeah. What's your parents' internet like? I think we can tell.
Not great.
Yeah.
Let me close that out. Yeah. But yeah. I think I'm a shoo-in for the job.
That'd be cool.
Once I can walk normal again.
I just got distracted watching this, and
You know, yeah, I might have to just go camera off.
all right, we'll reposition shit, or I will.
Wait, hold on. Connection's better now. Okay. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, if you have issues, I can reposition shit, or you can just I'll just leave it like this, and you'll have your little icon in the god damn it in the corner.
Yeah. YTK, if my parents had Starlink, it would probably be better.
Yeah, Starlink's kind of expensive to get into, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because of the
Yeah,
equipment.
they're in an area with not too many options, so.
Check to see if Starlink's available. It probably is.
There's a waiting list.
Oh, Jesus. Probably because the internet's shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like our show.
But yeah. Yeah. Security at a comedy show is perfect. I like good comedy. I like bad comedy for different reasons. And
and he
I
likes
know when
showing white
somebody's
women
a
the door.
heckler. Yeah, get the fuck out.
He won't even have to sleep with them
Yeah.
anymore.
I know, right?
Gets to skip
Usually I have
the
to do
boring
that to
part
kick
and
them out the
straight
door.
to the fun one.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out!
Yep. And I'll get paid to do it.
Yeah!
Hello? What's up?
I need to organize my office.
Yeah. But yeah, let me the website quick. Because I want you guys to
Yeah, you're used to. I got
Rimshee, I'm gonna send you a link.
a grinder.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't
Oh,
you can
she's
pull it up on
again.
screen.
I'm just
And
waiting
again.
for it to show up.
Oh, I haven't sent it yet. I'm getting there. Give me a second.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I'm just waiting for it to show up.
I'm my full setup, so I'm good. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. No worries. No rush.
There it is.
Alright, it's up on screen.
Yeah, so if you scroll down a bit, and then it's like current openings, and then it has like phone number, street address, cities, blah blah blah. Scroll past that. Under all the check boxes, they have 3 questions. And this is another part that I'm having an issue with. I don't know if I should be
weekends.
snarky in my answers with these 3.
And just put yes.
Yeah, just how many shifts per week would you like to work? All of them. How many hours per week would you like to work? All of them. Are you able to work weekends? I am unemployed currently. Yes.
I would just
moved here.
make sure
Don't have friend group yet.
I would just make sure that you don't put none for any of these. Well,
That would be funny, but yeah.
it would not get you the job.
No,
It would be funny,
save
though.
most of the funny for like. I'm gonna save most of the funny for like the interview portion.
Yeah.
Me.
Except for little stuff like including my
Oh no, Robo J.
better regatta win.
You roboted there.
Jables is roboting.
Keep most.
I keep getting interruptions.
My wife just interrupted me.
I'm getting Discord
camera's off.
notifications, phone notifications. My dad's playing tanks. Now my neighbor's over here. It's like, man, everything's going on.
Maybe now I should turn back on his his thing.
Yeah,
the
turn that back
filter.
on. See what happens.
Oh, I know exactly what'll happen. It'll just be your face sitting there.
Yeah, little head, little tiny head. Cute little head.
I'm not facing the wall.
I'm a little guy with big balls. All right.
I have the balls of a magic man.
Yeah.
They're in my wife's purse.
I just found something that I wanted to share too.
What's that?
What?
Well, I'm not at my laptop at the moment because I walked into my room to keep the noise down.
Got it.
Oh.
Because whenever the neighbor comes over, the dog starts to go snake shit, and I love
I
the guy,
believe
but
it.
he's kind of loud too.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
They're gone. I have a moment. I have a moment to post.
Run, 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 run.
Yeah, like, check this shit out. I just saw this. It's an Enduring show.
I'm pulling it up. One moment.
Okay.
Oh, this is cool. I want one.
Oh. It's a fucking quadcopter drone that you can drive.
Dude, seriously, I want one. Like, if that thing had enough space for me to put my backpack on it, I'd be flying that to work instead of driving.
Or just like you load it up with like your fucking... You load it up with your fishing gear.
I am too close to an Air Force base to go with that.
There is actually a place to land where I like to go fly fishing. Or not to land, but a place I could land. Yeah, the only two things I think I would add to that would be some wheels, so you don't have to have it running to move it around. And they could be, like, not permanently deployed. And then just some space for, like, a backpack. Or two. I say a backpack or two, but let's be... in all reality, I would need to throw my, my work tools in that thing. In case I get laid off or when I'm going to a new job. But that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So according to the video description, this all started with one Polish dude in his apartment.
I would not be surprised. That's how true innovation happens sometimes. It was a couple of bicycle mechanics that first showed the world you could fly.
Yep. I'm just watching the video. This thing is so cool.
Yeah, this is fucking awesome.
Looks like a lot of fun.
I imagine it's not particularly high altitude.
Oh no.
Maybe a few hundred feet at most.
I could see it going up to 1,000 feet.
But having that
I think. I think it depends.
Impressive maneuverability.
Well, you know what? I could see a version that could do probably around 3,000 or 4,000 feet. You'd need to make the blades a little bit bigger, maybe.
And you'd
That's
have to have
about
it
it.
with an enclosed canopy.
No, not at 3,000 or 4,000 feet. You need an enclosed canopy up at 10,000 feet, or you need an oxygen system up that high. Unless there's some FAA regulation that I'm not remembering.
Well, I was also thinking about, potential, things like inclement weather events like clouds and whatnot.
Yeah, that's not wrong. But that's what a helmet's for.
Yeah, I said, just watching it go, it's got very impressive maneuverability considering the quad that you shut up.
Well, this guy probably sometimes.
And this probably isn't the ultimate optimized edition either.
Oh no, this is basically like their proven concept for what they're going to try and make a production run.
Yeah. I mean, if they get the price right, that thing could get pretty popular.
Oh yeah, it'll be like the next great influencer toy overnight. Here,
Oh, hands down.
guaranteed.
Makes me wish we were more popular and famous just so that I could afford to ride one. Of course, I'd want it just so that I could get over the hill quicker, but... Yeah, and the mountain I'd have to go is like 2,100 feet altitude above sea level. So it would have to go well higher than a couple hundred feet, over 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
And
now, obviously, like,
go ahead.
just looking at what we're seeing on screen and everything, it's like, obviously this isn't like a practical form of transportation. You know, it's single occupant. I imagine it doesn't have much in the way of cargo capacity. I'd be interested to know what its range is as well.
Yeah, like I look at this and I see kind of a motorcycle of the sky. Which is why I'm not so concerned about it close. What's up?
You've seen a map of somewhere.
Yeah.
Wheat fields for days. This would be so.
Oh yeah, this thing would be owned by farmers so they could get out to the field and back a lot quicker.
Or another thing I could see this thing being used for is like, it could be used as like a forward scout for like those guys that go on like the hog hunt from helicopters.
Yeah. Range?
Because it can get down lower than even the helicopters can.
Yeah, range, noise, and yeah, pretty much range, noise, and storage are the three things I think they really need to address with this thing before it becomes like that badass.
Yeah, I'm not really hearing how loud it is because well, you've been around aircraft and whatnot, Rimshee. How would you rate this thing noise-wise compared to other things you've experienced?
Well, keep in mind the sound equipment is going to make it less loud, so that's one point to consider.
Yeah.
I would guess this is probably about as loud. I'd say it's about as loud as as if you upsized a standard quad drone to, I mean, I'd say to about the size of a V-22 Osprey. Maybe a little quieter, maybe a little louder. I'm not 100%. I get the feeling that this thing is probably a little quieter, but there's just something in my gut that is saying, hey, you remember hating those jets as they flew by you while you were at the end of the runway and they've got their afterburners going? Yeah, that's probably what this is going to be like. I don't think that's the case. It's just part of me that's just like, fuck those jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad worked around some pretty loud stuff when he was on the boat. Funnily enough, according to him, the loudest thing on the deck wasn't the supersonic shit like the F-14s or whatnot.
Oh, yeah? What was the loudest?
He said in his opinion the loudest thing on the deck was the A-6. It's a subsonic attack aircraft.
To be fair with that, I wouldn't be surprised if a good portion of that had to do with the fact that the supersonic jets, you're not hearing them at full afterburners taking off from the deck. They're getting catapulted off.
I mean, like, they have to kick their engines up to full mill power, even with catapult assistance.
Oh, absolutely. It's just you're not. It may be loud, but it's brief, so it doesn't stick in your mind as much. But if I remember right, the what was it? The A6?
Yeah, the A6 intruder. But as of that was the loudest thing on the deck.
Yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of. I got it mixed up with something else.
So
Yeah,
I got a
YT,
pizza.
YTK is a good point. This would be good for the search part of search and rescue.
Oh, absolutely. The only thing the main thing I would see comment on with that is range and duration it can stay aloft. Those would be the two main factors with that. More importantly, you'd probably want something with probably want a version that could be a two-seater so that you could have someone flying and someone specifically looking.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Y'all good?
What was you saying, Rimshee?
Y2K was saying how this would be great for the search part of search and rescue. And I don't disagree. Hell, it could even participate in the rescue part to some extent if there's a, if you attach a GPS to it and there's an area for landing.
Or it could just aerial drop a GPS beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yo,
but
catch.
I would say, I would say, or you could just have that GPS beacon stay attached, and they go, "Hey, on my location in this general area, I see something. Check it out." And someone flies out and checks it out, or
yeah, because like
they hike out.
That was another thing, and like I kind of mentioned earlier, is that like because of its maneuverability and its very compact size, like this thing looks to be smaller than your average semi-compact car.
Yeah, it seems like about the same size as a touring motorcycle. Maybe probably wider than that, like, but not by much.
Well, yeah, like with like the full width of the rotors, I'd say its overall like footprint is probably like, if you've ever seen like a Chevy, like a Sonic, I think it is.
It's larger than a smart car, but I don't think by much.
Yeah, but like it's like a subcompact car in footprint. So like, given its size, how maneuverable it is, and the fact that it can get so much closer to the ground than your average helicopter can. Yeah, you could like send this thing down into like ravines and like along riverbeds and shit. It can just fly into places that most shit can't go.
Yeah. Like I said, for search and rescue, I'd say, hey, you have it set up so that you've got a tandem seat. No, not necessarily tandem. It could be tandem or it could be front back. But you got it set up so that you've got a viewer who can, maybe they're strapped in and they can look through a clear bottom or something, so that they've got much more range of motion or much more range of observation.
You know what something like this would really be great for? Is like for the forestry service.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
like imagine you have
factors...
a ranger tower, like a ranger lookout tower, and they just have one of these things stationed at the tower.
One or two, yeah.
So if they see something from the tower, they can fly out and investigate.
Again, a situation where I think the GPS beacon would be ideal. hey, come to the GPS
So, yeah,
location I'm at right now. There's an issue, or we need to check something out that I can't get to on this thing because it's just too thick.
Like, initially, this is just going to be an expensive toy
Oh
bought
god,
by
there's so many
ridiculously
possibilities.
wealthy people. But as I said, like, the more we talk about it, it's like there's actually a lot of potential practical application for something like this.
Yeah.
Because, like, the fact that he's managed to get something this compact that can fly this well is impressive in and of itself.
Yeah. And, I mean, I think there are plenty of applications where this single-seater version would be perfect. Like you said, the Forest Rangers. Prime use for them. Oh, we're at a lookout tower. It's a fire lookout. We think we see something. We'll radio it in. Then, assuming that you've got multiple people at the tower, which isn't always the case, but let's say actually, let's just say there's only one person at the tower. You go say, hey, I'm on quadcopter radio or whatever. Or you set the radio on your vehicle to that same channel. You go check it out. Say, hey, that thing I just called in about. Track GPS location of unit blah blah blah. There is an issue. We need to get firefighters out here to deal with. Or there seems to be some sort of mass grave of animals here for some reason. Or who knows? Whatever reason they're going to check it out.
It could also work as a way for as basically an emergency rapid evac for the ranger that's present.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in an emergency, you don't know if the roads are going to be able to get you away from your tower or not.
And you gotta wait for a helicopter to come pick you up.
About, though? This makes me think we're only about 20 years away from goblin gliders.
There's still some tech we have to figure out for that, but that'd be cool. I still want one of these because I see this years. And I just see I just see motorcycle of the sky, Yeah. Think of how often they use motorcycles for shit. A vehicle is often used by cops. It's often used a four-wheeled vehicle is often used by cops. It's often used by firefighters. It's often used by everything. But most of these groups still use not firefighters, but many of these groups still use motorcycles for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, simply because of they can get into areas that other things can't.
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
ooh, these would also be good for ski patrol.
Yeah,
find people on mountains.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, that would be another
You'd have
case
to insulate them more, but like avalanche watch. Having one of these little things to flit around the mountainside looking for potential avalanche sites.
Or, hey, we've got an injury that we have to get the person off the mountain, but we can't do the normal ski sled.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, you'd have to have it able to carry at least 2 people. Now, for the ski patrol version, you don't necessarily need both people in the cabin. You'd need it set up to be able to handle a person on a stretcher. And again, you would absolutely need some friggin' insulation on that thing. But it'd be a lot quicker getting them off the mountain that way, in some cases.
Oh, yeah. A lot less bumpy than riding a sled dragged by a jet ski. I mean, I fucking snowmobile. I mean, that's
assuming that it's even a snowmobile. Assuming you're not just being dragged behind someone trying not to die themselves going down the area that you just
Yeah.
got hurt in.
I am so glad that I like clicked
'Cause
over to
I'll
YouTube
tell-
earlier because this just popped up in my recommended. This thing is so cool.
Yeah, and because as somebody that has broken their arm and ridden in a car to the hospital, once the shock starts to wear off, every tiny little bump hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, adrenaline's a hell of a drug until it wears
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I
remember
broke both when I broke my hand and when I broke my heel, I stayed awake long enough to get back inside the shop or to kind of figure out what was going on, and then all of a sudden the adrenaline wore off and my body just went, time to reset. Night night.
Yeah.
Sleepy time.
And last time I broke my arm in that go-karting accident. I'm sure I've told you guys that before. Where the roll bar came down and crushed my arm.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, so I was riding a go-kart with some buddies on some dirt roads, just country shit. And
Yeah.
we were just like zipping, doing donuts and shit, and the go-kart rolled and my arm swung out and the roll bar came down, landed right on my forearm.
Oof.
Yeah, that was fun. And then I got up and I looked at my arm, and it wasn't like crazy off broken, but it was definitely broken. And I looked at my buddy whose go-kart it was. I was like, yeah, my arm's broken. You need to get me home like right now. And he's like, your arm's not broken. Your arm's not broken. I'm like, I've had broken bones before. This is broken. Get me home right now before I start feeling pain, because we're on dirt roads and it's gonna suck. So drove me home real quick. We weren't that far from my place. And then I go up to my dad and I'm like, Dad, pretty sure my arm's broken. He's like, yep, get in the car. Get into the car. We make it like...
It's like, yep, that's fucked.
Because the nearest hospital was like the next town over. So we're driving down the highway.
Oh, sure. Bye.
And I start feeling, how there's like tiny cracks in the highway that you can use them until you
you feel
sort
them,
of.
but you don't notice them because you're just going.
Yeah, until you have something
I started
incredibly
feeling
tender
those in
that
my
you don't
arm,
want to get
and I'm
jostled.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I just looked at my dad and I was like, hey, Dad, the adrenaline's starting to wear off. And my dad just slammed on the gas. Like, got it.
Enough
We're
said. Going fast.
Oh, Y2K, one guy on avalanche duty throwing dynamite out of the cockpit. Sometimes they would probably use it for that.
Yes.
Actually,
Captain,
I don't know if they're still using them, but for a while, actually, I think in some areas they might still have them. But they had a stockpile of like old M40 recoilless rifles from like Korea and shit.
Yeah.
And that's what they would use to trigger avalanches. Is they would fire explosive shells from these 105mm recoilless rifles at the mountains.
Some places still do.
Checks out.
It just depends.
And so I think some places still have them.
Yeah. And it's not a bad idea because it keeps you out of the danger zone. Like, anytime you do go up to do avalanche control and you actually go onto the mountain, you're putting yourself in danger. You're carrying explosives, which is a danger shared by the guns, but you're carrying them up the mountain. You're putting them in place. You're trying to get to a safe spot, and then you're trying to detonate them.
Yeah.
It was like after World War II, like some like surplus M4 Shermans were turned into like emergency snowplows. You know what? It's
cats.
a tank. It's got caterpillar tracks. It'll go places.
Hi, cat. Cats. No, we're mostly
I'm gonna
talking
grab
about
a-
this cool little motorcycle of the sky helicopter.
I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. Real quick. I'll be
Jetson
right back.
1.
Yeah.
Also, love the fact that it's named after like the Jetsons with their like little air cars. I think this one's official model number or like designation is the SN1. I think I read that in the description.
Sierra November 1. Like I said, this thing just screams motorcycle of the sky to me, and I automatically want it.
Oh, so this particular one is SN1, is Sierra November 1. It is proving itself to be a strong and solid kickoff to the first of many Jetson 1 units.
Maybe that stands for serial number 1.
Possibly. I like how the
still
top
think this
comment
is just cool.
is the top comment is thank you for uploading this without blasting inspirational music over the audio. This is very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's getting a like right
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
It's getting a like on...
It's like let's just let us see and hear how it works.
Yeah, that's all I want. You can like start the beginning with a
Like-
quick little supercut with some music behind it, but like, give me the demonstration.
It's like show me your product.
Let me hear how it sounds.
So like the only downside, as I said, is that like because this thing is probably going to get its start at the very least with just being a toy for like ridiculously rich people.
Well, it'll be a toy for
I'm okay with that.
ridiculously rich people, and any, like, military or
Hobbyist.
first responder use that they can come up with for it, it might get sold for that, too. I think those are the two primary things we might see.
And then extreme hobbyists also.
Yeah, again,
Hobbyists
that
always
falls
But I'm
under
just
the rich
saying-
way to get
bastards.
like
You
that.
know, like I'm
Well,
just
no,
waiting
like
for like I'm just waiting for the news reports of like, oh, some brain dead TikTok influencer crashed their Jetson 1 in a really stupid way.
hey,
mean,
Larry,
that's a
subscribe to tier
given.
1.
Because you know it's going to happen. And that'll cause
Absolutely.
people to be
Larry-
like, is this thing really safe? I don't know, man.
I mean, look at the YouTuber who staged a plane crash so that he could get views, not thinking about
Views,
how
yeah.
dangerous and illegal that is. And then all the illegal shit he did
Yeah.
after to cover it up.
To be fair, it was a
Yeah,
really
I still
cool
like
video.
his surprise his surprise Pikachu moment when he realized he was going to prison.
Yeah.
All right, Larry, subscribe tier 1, 66 months, 66 month streak. Thanks, Larry.
Larry!
Larry!
Closing in on that magic number.
Yeah.
Yep.
We should do something special for Larry for 69.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
I agree.
the episode where Larry's 69-month subscription comes in has to be titled Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Oh man, I forgot to update the number.
All right. So, let's we've gone on this for like half an hour now. Um,
I'm not
It's
mad
so
about
cool.
there's a
But yeah,
It is cool.
I get it.
It was a good
so
talking
there's
point. Good conversation.
there's some new Harry Potter casting news.
Oh.
I think I heard about this.
Mm-hmm. They decided who they want to play Hagrid,
Mm-hmm.
Nick Frost,
role.
right?
and it's Nick Frost. Yep.
I can see
those
it
of you-
actually.
Yeah, that
oh yeah,
I can
did you-
totally
he,
see.
He played Santa in Doctor Who. Oh, he's a great pick.
Oh yeah.
Larry,
Yeah,
I
like
didn't know
no
you were
pun
Nick Frost.
intended. Big role.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway, I always
Y2K.
remember. What did he do?
They've already made one bad choice. They're gonna leave it at that.
You say that, but
No. I looked into
Who
a
was
lot
your
of
bad choice
Papa
again? Oh, yeah.
Sidu's
Never mind.
acting. Yeah, his,
we did an
his
entire
acting
show
jobs
on
are
it.
really
Rimshee.
good. Like I think he's gonna. Yeah, I
Well,
think he's
I
gonna
already
do. I think he's
blocked
gonna
it
do well
out,
acting
so-
wise. He just doesn't have the right look.
He's not Snape.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Literally, the look
I
is the
said
only
the
thing I have
same
a problem
thing.
with.
I said the same thing when Idris Elba was cast in that god
But
awful
I
Dark
saw-
Tower movie. It's like Idris Elba's an excellent actor. Love the guy. He's not Roland.
I saw some mock-ups of Nick Frost with like full Hagrid beard and costume and everything. It fits. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I don't even need that. I can see it. I can see it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, especially after I saw him play Santa.
Robbie
in Doctor Who.
Coltrane was one of the great all-time casting choices in film ever, and I always respect what he did with the role. But this is a good choice. I like this choice.
Yeah.
It's the only one that I've been like 100% great choice. Good job, guys. That's
There was no question about it.
yeah. And I don't like when it was announced. I was like, why didn't I think of Nick Frost before?
I love when that happens. It's like,
The-
oh, if they didn't pick this person, they made a fucking wrong choice. And then all of a sudden, they didn't pick that person, but the person they picked, you're like, how the fuck did I not think of that one?
Yeah. Well, because in my little like Harry Potter book club group, we've done total brainstorming sessions about casting all the characters, and Nick Frost never came up when it came to the Hagrid one. But yeah,
Yeah,
he was a good Santa.
there's a
and
lot
Doctor
of
Who,
times.
he's going to be a good Hagrid.
There's a lot of times where we just don't get the casting that I think we should have gotten or that we deserved.
Mhm.
Like, for example, when they remade it, like those two movies that they made, I personally think that Bill Skarsgård is terrible casting for Pennywise. Hated that. He's just too
Okay.
creepy.
Too creepy for it.
Well, the thing is like if you read the book, and like even like Tim Curry in the miniseries, the whole point of Pennywise is why the creature takes the form of a clown named Pennywise, is that's how it lures children in, by being bright and colorful and not looking scary.
Okay, fair enough.
And like my personal casting, if I was going to be, assuming he accepted, if I was casting for Pennywise, somebody that like can like look really charming and like goofy and funny, but can suddenly turn like really creepy and almost sinister looking. John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
I think he would have been an excellent Pennywise the Clown.
Yeah, he's more known for his comedy roles, but his dramatic roles are insanely good.
Yeah. That would have been my dream casting for like an It movie.
I could see that. I had to look him up because I couldn't place the name to the face, but yeah, absolutely. Especially with that hair.
Yeah.
When I first saw Gangs of New York and I saw him in it, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can take this seriously. And then he just nailed the role, and I was like, all right, I see you, John.
Or like when he was in Kong Skull Island as the World War II
Yeah.
pilot that got stranded. Like, and he actually had me kind of emotional at times. It's like, damn, he's doing really good, man. I think he's the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And especially like that little like final sequence towards the end where you see him finally get to go home and meet his son for the first time. It's like, and have a hot dog. I'm like, I'm not crying. You're crying. Fuck you.
Well, sometimes the comedians make the better dramatic actors because not for any like majorly solid reason. It's more like because they are comedic actors, they know when they have a better grounding of when to put in that comedic timing in order to
Hold on, Rimshee, though, he got his start doing dramatic acting, not comedic.
I'm talking in general, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, in general, like, comedic actors have a tendency to have a little bit better of a understanding of when to hit that timing.
Yeah.
Well, like, sometimes it also depends on the director as well. Like, famously in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey was not allowed to improvise during that shoot.
Good.
In fact, he was the only actor that was given the strict instruction that he was not allowed to improv.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's Jim Carrey. He can do serious, but he has a much harder time with it.
Well, also, the other main reason why he got cast, initially it was going to go to Nicolas Cage. But he wasn't available at the time, and the director, like, Jim Carrey had recently come off of a pretty nasty breakup, actually, in reality.
Yeah.
And the director's just don't move on. Just, like, kind of, like, stay with that and dwell on that for, like, the next year.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I've heard the phrase, it was going to go to Nicolas Cage, but blank happened? Nicolas Cage has almost gotten so many movies.
He really wanted
like
to do
really
Superman.
big movies. Yeah. I'd love to see that. If they just did like a goofy comic book like the old Batmans, if they just did like a goofy comic book Superman and had Nicolas Cage doing it, I'm down.
They had
100%.
a very brief, appearance of like a Nicolas Cage Superman in that dog shit Flash movie that came out.
I never watched it.
You shouldn't. It's not good.
Larry
That's
Kick-Ass
dog
was
shit.
Batman, not Superman. Yeah. Well, I might just watch it for shits and gigs now.
Yeah, Big Daddy
Have a
is
good time
very
with it.
much like a Batman type.
Yeah.
He dies horrifically as well. Dear God.
Yeah. Child. just burning alive. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that again because I'm watching it on my account on YouTube, and I want it.
Nice. Oh, I've also been getting more information on people involved in the writers' room for the Harry Potter show, and it's making me feel a lot more comfortable about the writing. Writers don't necessarily have control over casting, so that's like, I'm not going to blame them for how the casting's going.
Well, that's why you don't
So, hopefully
blame
the
the
writing
writer
will
for
be
an
good.
actor's choice.
Yeah, well, and it's also the directors could be an issue too.
Yeah.
And like,
You judge the story based on... I mean, you could have the best writers in the world, and they could write their magnum opus. And if you have a shitty director there, and you've got actors making all the wrong choices, it doesn't matter how good the story is. You could have an absolute fantastic director. Shitty actors making wrong choices, and shitty writers will doom that project. And you could have the best actors in the world. Again, shit story, shit director, don't fucking matter. Sometimes it only takes one of those.
Y'all see what's going on with Snow White?
Yeah, it's now bombed harder than Dragon Ball Evolution. Is that right?
It's the worst rated film on IMDb.
oof.
Worst rated or worst rated of all time, or worst rated live action?
I think of any movie on the site.
Alright, I'm gonna go look at
Cool.
IMDb real quick.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it for the first time yesterday, and just I'm not interested at all. The CGI was such trash.
Yeah.
You're-
It's not going well. It's not going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll watch
it's
it
got
at
a
some point when
1.5
it's
out of
theaters
10.
For, I don't know, just to see what it is.
Alright, I'm gonna pull this up on screen. It's got a 1.5 out of 10 on IMDb. 91% are 1 stars.
Yeah.
So this movie, which has
Larry,
been reshot
Larry, I agree with
at
you. I
least
think it's
twice.
just to keep. Yeah. Well, remember those leaked photos of what the dwarves were going to look like by not being dwarves
Oh, they're
at
still
all?
they're still in the movie. They're
Really?
bandits.
Oh.
And I think like none of them have any lines, basically. Which tells me that their role was heavily cut down.
Larry, you're right though. It is just to keep copyright. For those of you that don't know, the reason why our copyright system is as
Alright, how do I find out the... Oh, there it is. It's definitely its lowest based on... Oh, wait, no. Let's see.
So
Fuck yeah, Larry, I got censored for speaking truth to power. The reason why our copyright system is so fucked right now is all because of Disney.
the worldwide box office for Snow White as of today. It came out last Friday. Worldwide box office take is $143 million.
Which
After
is
a
nowhere
$42
near
million domestic opening.
Yeah, nowhere near what it costs to do.
Oh, and
Or
it gets
more
worse.
accurately, nowhere
Rimshee.
near what
It gets
they
worse.
spent on it.
You know why it gets
Nowhere near.
worse?
Please enlighten us.
Because Minecraft comes out next week.
Ooh.
Why do I want Minecraft to do better than Snow White at this point?
No, it's going to do better. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack Black's in it. That's instantly gonna make it do better.
Yeah.
Even though I hate seeing him and everything now, it's just like he just kind of plays Jack Black.
He
This
does
is
stuff to
alright.
make money at this point, and
Yes.
it's fine.
Yeah, he really does.
Like, I got nothing against him. Make money, bro. There was a time I loved watching you and shit because you were absolutely hilarious. Now it's kind of obvious that much of the time you're phoning it in a bit, and I don't blame you.
I don't know, like when I just feel like his like
he's phoning
his
it. He's phoning it in a bit appropriately though. Like he's phoning it in
I don't know,
on
like,
shitty
just
projects.
watching the trailer.
Oh, absolutely.
When I watch the trailer and I just see him like all gray and like hippie looking ass, just like I am Steve, and I'm like, shut up, go away.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like you said, he's phoning it in on the projects that are shitty to start with. I don't know if he's been in on a project that hasn't been shitty to start with lately.
But I'm just saying, like, whether or not Minecraft is good or bad, and I'm predicting it's probably going to be bad. In this day and age, it has far, far more cultural relevance than Snow White. Way more people are going to go and see that movie.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Well, people would have seen Snow White if it
And it's
wasn't
going
a
to
shitty
kill.
movie.
It's going to kill what little audience Snow White potentially has left to see it.
Well, Disney has already botched every other live.
Here are
action.
the
Well, the thing is
live
that, like,
actions
some
that
of them
were
made
actually
money.
decent.
Nobody's gonna go to see this one because all the other ones kind of sucked.
Here are the live actions that didn't that
Which
that
ones?
were actually decent. I'm about to tell you. Oh fuck, I suddenly can't remember the name, but it's the one that no one remembers because it came out like 5 to 10 years before all the rest of them. Cinderella and Beauty and the
Which
Beast.
one? Beauty and the Beast wasn't good.
I'll disagree. It was fine.
And I'll disagree with you. I don't think it was a particularly good movie. I don't think it was a particularly good remake of the animated movie.
Yeah, it added some stuff
Just-
that I
Just
didn't.
like
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I thought it was fine. Like, it wasn't something that I would go, oh yeah, no, you have to see it. But it was, especially compared to the rest of them, it was kind of just something where it's just, yeah, I saw it.
just take the old animated ones, fix up the colors a little bit, and re-release that in theaters. It'll make money.
Yeah, it would. But I'm just saying, if we're only talking about the live action ones, apparently the first Cinderella that they came out with, which I didn't even know they came out with one. My wife says that one's good. And then Beauty and the Beast, I'll disagree with you. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's like mind-blowing, it's fantastic, but it's at least watchable. You can enjoy it if you just kind of don't focus too heavily on it.
Yeah.
And then you've got the stupid shit like
you
the
know
Lion
what, you know
King
what live action shit
and...
show I'm stoked for?
Huh.
What?
The live action Lilo and Stitch.
Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shit show.
The thing is that though that movie I have a bad feeling is going to make money, and it's going to cause Disney to double down on the live action remakes again.
Yeah.
Because the whole reason why they've stuck with the live action remakes for as long as they have recently is because Lion King made a shitload of money.
It was a shit movie.
It doesn't matter that it was complete dog shit.
Everyone
No, I agree
like
with
every-
Larry.
Hey,
I don't
money.
think that's I don't think that's why. I agree with Larry that it's to keep copyright. I don't think it's to necessarily make money.
Well, Disney is in a position where they need to be making money because they've been losing a lot of money
They
the
have
last
money
several
to
years.
lose.
Like, park attendance is down, they're not profiting on their movies, Disney Plus hasn't necessarily turned a profit yet. They fudged the numbers
well,
on
if it had a
Disney
better
Plus
UI.
a lot to keep investors from pulling out, but
Honestly, Disney will probably be fine.
I'm so tired
and maybe
of
that's the worst thing about it.
streaming services.
oh no, like, so like we're gonna look back on this era of like everybody needs a streaming service as just like a wasteland of art and creativity.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, here's something that I've been hearing a lot lately is people sort of in the entertainment industry calling streaming services streamers. It annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, a streamer is the person doing the streaming.
A streamer is an individual.
Or a crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you, like, look at the
Like-
Unsubbed podcast, for example.
By the very fact that we are live right
Look
now,
at us.
I am by definition a streamer, even if
Yep.
nobody's really watching.
Yeah.
You've got 4 people watching.
It's okay. We got
It's
Larry and
getting
YTK.
Larry!
Yeah. Exactly. But calling the streaming services streamers, it annoys the shit out of me, and it confused me at first because I was hearing some comedians like talk about a comedy special that they shot, and they're like, "Oh, so you're trying to pitch it to any streamers?" I was like, "Why don't you pitch it to a streamer? You need to go to like Netflix or something." And then they kept going. It's like, "Oh yeah, Hulu might buy it," and I'm like, "Oh, you're calling those streamers now? Go fuck yourself. Get out of my world. Quit using our word. That streamer is our word, okay? Well, so- can't use that."
Words have definitions, bro. Like, I can understand wanting to call it something other than what it is.
Yeah.
You're appropriating my activities!
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Y2K. Yeah, we should call them streamers.
That's streamers.
Yeah, I don't know what else you would call them. I mean, it would make sense to call them streamers if people didn't live stream like this. You know, if it wasn't already an established word for people, individuals, or groups that do live streams.
Yeah.
All right, services, because I do understand that that's a bit much to say in conversation all the time. Got nothing.
Not right now.
Can we just call them platforms?
Yeah.
Can we just do that?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Jables was trying to kill me just there.
What? How?
In the game, you were hitting me with the
Oh,
laser.
in Portal? Yeah.
Laser beam.
That was such a fun day. Wait, Larry, we're the only stream that you watch on this site? Yeah. Yeah, we have our issues with Twitch.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten in trouble for that one episode.
Yeah, we
Just
haven't.
to show that we're totally fine.
Well, at least as far as we know.
We're so under
I
the
don't think
radar.
Larry
we're
was there for that one.
subterranean.
Larry, there was one episode we started it off with me being extremely anti-Semitic towards Rimshee and me sort of like treating him like a stream slave. And and not letting him talk. And no, that jihad audio got us taken down immediately. I don't think it would anymore though.
No, Hassan
Larry,
has too much
we didn't get in
influence
trouble.
these days. I bet we could show
Yeah.
a beheading video and Twitch would be okay with it because of how they treat Hassan.
We'd make the front page.
Oh man,
Look at
I
these
still need
brave
we,
streamers.
we would just have to blur the gore.
I still need to watch Nux's newest "How Fucked Is Hassan" video.
Yeah, what percent is he up to? Like 320?
I think he's up to 330 now.
What video?
Okay.
If the thumbnail's anything to go by, it
there's-
seems that Hassan is mad that there are Palestinians who are trying to throw down Hamas.
That's because Hassan is a terrorist. He's a
He's a
terrorist
terrorist
propagandist.
sympathizer.
He's a terrorist propagandist.
And a sympathizer.
Yeah, because he
cries when they die.
And
Yeah,
promoter.
he's not a sympathizer because he's actively trying to work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a terrorist propagandist. He's trying to make their image more palatable so that people fall for their shit.
Yeah, and he has said
He's
on
evil.
like other podcasts that he is doing that. So
He's a spoiled, rich boy, fake communist with a billionaire daddy.
Yep.
Yep.
Not wrong.
Although,
But that
I love the exchange that happened with Elon
he
Musk
makes me
recently.
actually like Jank. I haven't been able to keep.
Did
up
you
with
see
that.
what
I've been
happened?
Too busy.
So, Hassan, like, after
no,
getting
Larry,
we're
we're not
not
getting
political
political
right
by
now,
getting
Larry.
on. That's different.
Elon,
yeah, we're hating on Hassan.
No.
That's not politics.
after Elon called Hassan a fraud and a sellout because of taking Assassin's Creed Shadows money, basically taking Ubisoft money to promote their terrible game. Of course he did. It's Hassan.
I heard it wasn't that bad.
By who?
The entire
Some
the
black guy.
Japanese parliament has been talking about banning the game entirely from the country.
Oh really?
Well, yeah, because it disrespects Japanese history.
No, I thought that was just one guy that asked the Japanese Prime Minister a question about it, and Japanese Prime Minister was like, "Don't do it in real life," and just like didn't care.
No, there are multiple people in the Japanese government that are not happy about the depictions in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
I'd have
the
to-
actions taken, it's
yeah.
how they treat the history of the nation.
Yeah.
But you know, like even without the Assassin's Creed shadows, like Ubisoft might, it's like I agree. It's like Hassan is a fraud and a sellout. So obviously Hassan saw that, got mad, and challenged Elon to a 1v1 in Elden Ring.
Okay.
And then he blocked Elon before Elon could even see it to respond to it.
Pussy.
And like
Yeah, why?
another person like screenshotted it, and Elon saw the screenshot. And that's where we get Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, tweeting out that Hassan is a chicken shit retard.
Nice.
I'm like, oh man, that's hilarious. And of course, Hassan, you know, like, it's like, but you blocked him, bro. Like, people are just like, but you blocked him. It's like, yeah, because I don't want to see any of his tweets. He just tweets so much stuff. It's like, nah, you're a pussy. You're a fucking coward, and you always have been.
No, you can't throw the gauntlet and then block somebody. That's just bullshit.
You're a coward.
Cowardice is cowardice no
Yeah.
matter what, bro.
You tried to look big, and it backfired, like it always does, because you're an idiot.
Yeah. All right. I think now's a good time to end the show.
Yeah.
Unless you guys
Yeah.
got something else.
No, I want to
I
watch
think
more of
we
these
had
Jet
pretty
1
good
videos, or
chat.
Jetson 1 videos.
Yeah, I knew as soon as
Alright.
I showed it to Rimshee, I would start something.
Well, thanks
Like,
to
oh, he's
everybody that
gonna
joined
love
us.
this. Yeah, thanks for
Thanks to
watching.
everybody that joined us. By next week I should have my full setup again, but you know, we'll see.
We'll see, and we'll see what the
Have to
internet's
move some
like.
stuff around. I'm like,
Assuming he doesn't get eaten by a bear again.
yeah. I'll get back out. Doesn't matter. All right. Have fun. Take it easy, everybody. See you next week.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye or bye?